What's it like to run one of the biggest airlines in the world? We went out to LAX to talk to Ed Bastian, the CEO of Delta, just as he was getting off a plane from Atlanta. Hey, good to see you. How are you?
Well, thanks for coming out here.
No, thanks for making the time. Why, first of all, are you here?
We've got a 2-day conference, so I'm going to speak to that, but I've also got a bunch of meetings with some local folks and some growth. We're investing here, we're building a lot here. We got some investors.
Let's talk about that as we walk and talk. So you're spending $2 billion here at LAX, right? $12 billion overall. Tell me what the conversation was like where you said, all right, folks, we need to spend $12 billion to make our facilities nicer and the infrastructure better.
Well, these are long-term bets. We're out here for, looking at 20, 30, 40 years of investment. So the cumulative effect of that's a big number, but when you think about that this is a franchise that continues to grow and needs to be invested in the year, I think we've done a great job of modernizing the experience. We need to do the same thing on the ground.
Delta's fortunes are directly susceptible to global confidence, the global economy. Things are good now, but look out in a year and a half, right? Is that?
Well, I think this industry is a lot more resilient and durable than people give it credit for it. This current quarter, which has reported an 8% top line growth. The economy grew, maybe 2-3% in the first quarter. We grew 8%. There's something special and unique about air travel that connects people. They want to go. They don't want to own. They want to experience. This industry is about more than just airplanes and technology. It's about people. And we have wonderful people that provide great service. So I just flew in from Atlanta, and it was a great flight. I didn't see anyone upset. I thought everyone really enjoyed the experience and arrived early.
Yes, you did. I asked you this last time, and I will ask you today, you just being fresh off a plane, just sit in the front or the back?
I sat in the front, but I spent time in the back.
All right.
I actually swapped seats with a customer so she could take care of some things with her little baby. So I spent about half the flight in the back and half in the front.
Do you work on a flight? What do you do?
I'm constantly working. Also engaging with crew. I spend a lot of time in the galleys, spend time in the cockpit, spend time talking to customers. When I'm on plane, they generally find out.
I'll note that you're not a Boeing 737 MAX customer, but you do fly Boeing aircraft.
We do.
Dennis Muhlenberg, as you know, is having a tough time now trying to figure all that out and what to do about that. First of all, has he called you? Have you guys spoken?
I know Dennis well. I sent him a note of encouragement a few weeks ago and told him to stick in there.
Any concerns about Boeing as a partner for Delta Airlines?
I don't. Boeing's a great company. It's a great American company. We fly more Boeing planes than any other manufacturer. We've always flown more Boeing, and we hope to fly more Boeing going forward.
Keeps you up at night?
These days, cybersecurity.
Really?
Yeah, and it doesn't keep me awake, but I'd say that'd be one of the things that I spend my time more focused on than I care to be. I think the penetration and the people that are trying to attack are using technology to cause real harm to our business.
I'm sure you've seen the stories in the paper the last couple of days about corporate taxes and how much tax companies are paying. Delta is not paying a lot. Is that right, do you think?
Absolutely. We're following the tax code. Delta, as you recall, lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
We lost almost $20 billion, post 9/11, and the years of restructuring. We went through a bankruptcy. We went through some very difficult economies over the last 20 years. And so what we're doing is we're able to offset the losses of those years against the profits of today. We probably only have about another year or so left in those losses, and then at that point, then we should start being a cash taxpayer once again. But these are losses, hard-earned losses, I would say, that we utilize, and our people had real pain attached to them.
This is a little bit sideways, but roll with it. You've spoken a couple of times about the head house. That is to say, the section of the airport in front of the security gate.
That's the front
door. Where we pull up. Do you put no stock in the value of airports as public places? And I'm thinking now of Dulles and the very famous terminal at Dulles, or the Tom Bradley terminal here, just as architecture and as public spaces.
I think we can build even better looking airports for tomorrow. I think they will be different. They won't be some places people go to collect their travelers. They will be places where people can go and experience the opportunity to fly.
Ed, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Take care.